Hi, I am Sayat and you are watching Automotive Revolution. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe. This video is about the evolution of Mercury Comet from 1960 to 1977. The Mercury Comet is an automobile that was produced by Mercury variously as either a compact or an intermediate car. The Comet was initially based on the compact Ford Falcon, then on the intermediate Ford Fairlane, and finally on the compact Ford Maverick. Introduced in March 1960, initial body styles were 2- and 4-door sedans and 2- and 4-door station wagons. In 1960, the only engine available was the 144 SID Thrift Power Straight 6 with a single-barrel Holley carburetor, which produced 90 horsepower. Transmission options were a column-shifted 3-speed manual and a 2-speed Mercury-o-matic automatic transmission. For the 1961 model year, a 170 SID Thrift Power with a single-barrel Holley carburetor producing 101 horsepower. A new 4-speed manual transmission was also an option. Comet was officially made a Mercury model for the 1962 model year, and it received some minor restyling, mainly a redesign of the trunk and taillight. The 1963 model looked almost identical to the earlier models. The chassis and suspension were redesigned to accommodate an optional 260 SID V8 engine using a 2-barrel carburetor and producing 164 horsepower. The 1964 Comet was redesigned with a much more square shape, though it was still built on the same uni-body as the 1963 model. The base engine was 2.8-liter Thrift Power 6. The 4.3-liter Challenger V8 was available at the beginning of the production run. For 1965, the Comet received updated styling front and rear. The base 6-cylinder engine was increased to 3.3-liter Thrift Power 6. Still using a single-barrel carburetor, it produced 120 horsepower. The base V8 engine was increased 4.7-liter Challenger V8 and, using a 2-barrel carburetor, it produced 200 horsepower. Beginning in 1966, the Comet grew from a compact to become a mid-sized car. It was now based on the same chassis as the Ford Fairlane. The base engine options were 3.3-liter Thrift Power 6 and 4.7-liter Challenger V8. New engines included a 6.4-liter Ford FE V8 with a 2-barrel carburetor producing 265 horsepower, 4-barrel carburetor producing 275 horsepower. The new top-of-the-line series was the Comet Cyclone GT. The 335 horsepower 390 SID V8 engine was standard on the Cyclone GT. The Cyclone GT, when equipped with an automatic transmission, was referred to as the Cyclone GTA. In 1968, Mercury's mid-sized models again received new sheet metal and styling that resembled the full-sized Mercury models. The mid-sized base model was the Comet, available only as a 2-door coupe. For the 1969 model year, the grille was modified and the headlight surrounds were removed. The tail lights were also slightly restyled. New top-of-the-line Cyclone spoiler and Cyclone CJ models joined the lineup. A 5.8-liter 351 volts 8 using a 4-barrel carburetor generating 290 horsepower, standard on the Cyclone spoiler. And 7-liter FE V8 using a 4-barrel carburetor generating 335 horsepower, standard on the Cyclone CJ. For 1971, the Comet name was revived on Mercury's version of the Ford Maverick compact. It used a different grille, taillights, and hood, as well as different badging. The Comet was available as 2- and 4-door sedans and in base. The base engine was the 2.8-liter inline-6 with a single-barrel carburetor producing 100 horsepower. Optional engines were the 3.3-liter inline-6 with a single-barrel carburetor producing 115 horsepower and a 4.9-liter V8 with a 2-barrel carburetor producing 210 horsepower. Transmissions were either a 3-speed manual or 3-speed automatic with either column or floor-mounted shifters. In July 2010, USA Today reported on a 91-year-old Florida woman, Rachel Veach, who was still driving her 1964 Comet Caliente daily. The car was purchased new, and Veach set a record by accumulating over 562,000 documented miles. The car was retired in 2012 after accumulating 576,000 miles, as Veach had decided to stop driving due to her eyesight becoming too weak. Thanks for watching Automotive Revolution. Please subscribe my channel.